What's up, guys? It's Matt with remove-malware.com, and tonight I'm going to go ahead and kind of test out Comodo Internet Security 3.9. I'm going to be testing its prevention abilities. Now, I've been testing since I think 3.7. I don't even know, but I've always loved the Comodo application, but tonight I'm going to go ahead and test it out, and let's see how it does against some zero-day threats. And when I say zero-day, I mean it because I got some links earlier today, and they were all dead. And then I got some just a few minutes ago, and hopefully I'll have 10 malicious links that I can test against Comodo Internet Security 3.9. So I'm just going to go to Comodo.com. And when you go to their site, it's kind of confusing. You don't really see Comodo Internet Security. You see Comodo Internet Security Pro. If you click Try It Free for 30 days, that brings you to another page. And to the right side is the Pro version that you have to pay for. To the left side is the free version. So for this review, we're going to be testing out the free version. The Pro version basically gives you some on-demand help, from a live person. They'll get in your PC remotely and take care of your stuff. So the link for downloading the Comodo Firewall plus antivirus for Windows. Notice they do not mention their Defense Plus module, which is really the backbone of this whole application. It's kind of beyond. I don't even know how you want to say it. When I say HIPS to somebody or host-based intrusion prevention system, nobody understands what I'm talking about in the real world. People only understand antivirus, and they understand firewall a little bit, and that's about it. So let's go ahead and click the download. You can see this is a 72 megabyte download. And I'll save it. And they have a pretty good connection to the internet. I'm getting about 500 kilobytes a second, so I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and wait for this to come down. Okay, let's go ahead and start installing Comodo Internet Security 3.9. Just while I'm thinking some random thoughts here about this upgrade, there's always so many different bug fixes and upgrades in the Comodo suite, and not to rattle on their bugs. Sometimes they've been kind of significant, and sometimes they've been really, really minor. But they always seem to be on top of it, and they'll release fixes usually within a week or less. But they now have multilingual support for I'd say almost a dozen countries, I think. And this does work on 64-bit operating systems. Some people have trouble finding out which antivirus packages work on 64-bit operating systems. I get that message at least once a day. This is a great option if you're running Vista 64-bit and you're looking for a solid security, internet security package. Comodo is awesome for being free, and just plainly awesome. I mean, I know I'm kind of giving it away, but I mean, if you've seen my other Comodo internet security reviews, you know it's a pretty solid app. How I think Comodo kind of fits into the security world, it's kind of for an average PC user or maybe a little above average. And they could kind of bring down that scope if they made some of their alerts a little more friendly. And I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about. So what we're going to do is install Comodo Antivirus, Comodo Firewall. Again, Defense Plus is not listed. I'm guessing they didn't include talking about Defense Plus because of what I said earlier. It's just kind of above everyone's head right now. And you can install the Comodo Live support. It's a free 30-day trial. Expert support technicians 24/7. So they're trying to make a few bucks off that, and good for them. So hopefully they're getting some people signing up for the pro. I would like to join the Threatcast community. We'll go ahead and join it. I'll just choose the defaults here as well. The install flies through pretty quick. I will be testing. Comodo offers different levels of security, and the one I'm going to be working with tonight is one of the more secure configurations. It's called proactive security, and I'll show you how to enable that if you decide to go with Comodo. I'm not going to scan my system. I know this is a fresh system. I don't need to scan it. Are you sure the computer is clean? Yes. If you're not sure your computer is clean, let it scan, of course. So as you can see right here, it's kind of like a little delay. You're kind of sitting here wondering what's going on. This happens every time, and then it all of a sudden pops up and says, okay, restart your computer. So I'll restart my computer, and I will pause the video. Okay, Defense Plus. Ugh, I'm so hooked on Defense Plus here. Okay, my PC rebooted, saying new private network detected. And say it says Comodo antivirus might be out of date, so I'm going to go ahead and open up Comodo. This is the interface. Looks, in my opinion, exactly the same as the other interfaces. I'm not a Comodo fanatic or anything, so I really couldn't tell, but it's almost the same as all the other versions I've ever worked with. Now, if you know me, you know I'm not like super crazy about software firewalls. Here at my house, I'm looking at it right now, I have a Cisco Pix firewall. It's a hardware firewall, kind of a hardcore thing for an average home user. And then I just use the regular Windows XP firewall. So that's kind of where I stand on all that stuff. But if you're ultra paranoid about things leaving your computer, data leaving your computer, then maybe you want to go with a really hardcore firewall like Comodo, software firewall. So anyway, the virus database is updating. It's not exactly super fast, but it's not terribly slow. We'll go ahead and hide that. What we're going to go ahead and do, and I was talking to you about it earlier, was we're going to switch Comodo to proactive security. And if we go under configuration, if we just right click this Comodo shield down here, and when we go to configuration, we go to proactive security. Okay, so that basically sets up Comodo to be a hardcore defensive machine against all kinds of threats. So right now we have a Comodo firewall alert, and basically we're trying to get out to the internet, and the application system is trying to get out, and it's basically trying to update our Comodo antivirus. And Threatcast, this is one thing I hate with Threatcast. Threatcast never has a rating. I don't think I've seen a rating once. And I'm not sure if this is something they plan on implementing in the future, but right now it seems to be a terrible waste of time. Okay, so I'll go ahead and allow that. And I think my network connection was a little screwed up here, so hang on a second. Okay, so my antivirus is being updated. I want to bring up something I had never brought up before when I do these reviews. Up here with the highlights, it says join the Comodo forums. If you're going to be using Comodo Internet Security, you're going to have a really powerful package, but it's also very, very detailed, and you should really join their forums. I also have a huge Comodo forum over at my forums. That's remove-malware.com/forums. Okay, that's still going. So like I said, I went ahead and I switched to proactive security, which is supposed to turn this thing into a great defense against any type of malware. So let's get busy. As soon as this antivirus update is ready to go, we'll start testing out our 10 links. And as you've known from the previous reviews, if you watch my reviews, Comodo's always been pretty much perfect. But it relies on the user behind the computer to make it perfect. Because, like I said, the backbone of Comodo is Defense Plus. And if you don't know what Defense Plus is, Defense Plus basically controls access to all the critical parts of your operating system. And when it sees something something that is new, that is trying to modify that that part of your operating system that's pretty critical, that's kind of how I can put it simplistically. It will go ahead and alert you. It sometimes will alert you a lot, depending on how you have Comodo set up. I'm also going to show you how you can shut Defense Plus up along with all the other alerts. So if you install this on your kid's machine, for example, you can basically block any kind of download off the internet, and they're never bothered with those annoying messages. So anyway, the antivirus update is still going. I'm going to stop talking here for a second. I'll be right back. Okay, as you can see, the virus signature database has been updated. So we'll go ahead and close that. One of the things that I kind of noticed in the upgrade, and you can do a search for the release notes. I think I just did a search on Google. And you can go through these. I'm not going to read them all. There's a huge release note thing from Comodo. Comodo 3.9 release notes. Yeah, it's like the first link. And if you take a look at it, I'll briefly just talk about some of the upgrades. New, they have multilingual support, stateful file inspection for real-time virus scanner. I've never heard of that, but basically what it is, I don't even know if I can say this right, but if a file has already been scanned with the current antivirus database, it's not scanned again when it's opened or accessed or anything like that. I think that's sort of dangerous, only because files can get patched. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's kind of what I think. But okay, what that basically does is it really speeds up your real-time antivirus scanning. So anytime there's a new file that pops in, it's going to go ahead and get scanned. And maybe I had that wrong, but I don't know. I'm sure that I'll get 1,000 PMs from people telling me I have it wrong or whatever. Now they have integrated BO-Clean, which is their memory virus scanner that's integrated, and they're going to go ahead and discontinue support for BO-Clean soon. Their live support is there now. Default pop-up layout changed in order to encourage the use of it. Stronger Defense Plus protection, that's always great. Keyboard and screen access alerts are improved, and a number of false positives are reduced. That's awesome. Stronger Defense Plus protection while booting and shutting Windows down. Stronger default firewall policy in order to better hide from attackers. And submission functionality for quarantine items added. I used that a couple times this week. That's awesome. So, okay, enough of this boring stuff. Let's go ahead and get to some links here. As I said before, let me clarify just in case anyone tries to bust me. It's configuration, proactive security. one of the better configurations for turning your PC into a secure machine with Comodo. I am accessing the links with Internet Explorer 6. I know it's old and all that, but I'm not really interested in browser security. I'm interested in Comodo security right now. So, first link is a Trojan. And it's recognized by the Comodo antivirus. It says, what should I do? You can click that, and they'll kind of give you a long explanation. The help guide for Comodo, the little CHM file, the help file, is just awesome. It's huge and it's well documented, and it's always updated. So I'll go ahead and say quarantine. If I try to run it again, basically goes nowhere. Okay, next one is something called SDBot. Yeah, okay. Wow. Next one is SDBot. If I try to run it, comes up with Trojanware, Win32 Trojan.agent. I will say quarantine. Link number 3 is TDSS. If you clean computers like I do, then you've seen TDS a lot. It'll often hide itself. Sometimes comes in as a rootkit. Nasty stuff. Prevent your malwarebytes from running, prevent almost anything from running security-wise. Well, it's already gone. I just tested this a few minutes ago. Alright, number 4. I believe this is another Trojan. Now this is a Defense Plus, so this slips past the antivirus portion of Comodo. That's all right, because Defense Plus says, hey, malware heuristic analysis has detected possible malware behavior in this file. And then it says, however, if you are not sure whether 506.1 is a virus, please submit it. Well, where is the submit button? Threadcast says nothing. And basically my whole complaint with Comodo at this point is this is just a huge bunch of text, and it just doesn't stand out to a regular basic user. And I think maybe they could say, I don't even know, warning, possible malware. Make sure this is really okay. And then add a submit button somewhere. I don't know. So I'll say block. So Comodo blocks it easily. Now, for a regular, for an above-average user like me or all the other above-average users out there, Comodo's awesome. I mean, you can decide what you want to block and what you want to run. Detected by the antivirus. Very good. That's number 5. Number 6 is a Trojan downloader. Downloads a massive amount of Trojans if it's on a clean PC. And Defense Plus pops up, same kind of alert. I should submit this to Comodo. Again, I don't know how I would do that. I was looking for an option under here where it would say submit, but I don't see anything like that. Okay, so we'll say block. It's blocked. Number 7 is an exploit. If I try to open this, we get another Comodo Defense Plus saying, now this alert right here is a little bit easier to understand. it's bolded, and it says it's an unsafe application. Well, if you're a regular user, you're going to say, oh, okay, block. Taken care of. Number 8 is another Trojan. Defense Plus catches it. We'll say block. Number 9 is a hardcore exploit. That's what I had down earlier. And now it does nothing. Funny. Number 10. It's another exploit. And nothing off that guy now. Let's try putting that in again. It's doing a redirect. Some of these things do random redirects, and this one just isn't functioning anymore. Okay, so I need to go pick up 3 more links. I'll be back. Okay, I have 3 more links here. First one is a Trojan. And Defense Plus catches it. Malware heuristics analysis. Possible malware will block it. Okay. The next one is a rogue. Just warning, your computer contains various signs of malware programs. Oh, this is funny. Your computer contains various signs of viruses and malware programs' presence. These guys, they can't hire a copywriter for the life of them. It's ugh. They're always filled with tons of misspellings and man. Do you think as much money as they're making, they could hire a decent copywriter? So, allows, if you click anywhere on this page, it basically looks like your computer's scanning. I must get at least 4 or 5 calls a week saying some customer saying, yeah, it scanned the computer and it found, over 400 threats. It's just a big graphic. It looks like your computer, and if you click anywhere on it, it wants you to download install. So my new clients who I've never talked to before or anything, they'll go ahead and hit run and run again. But Comodo, now this is kind of confusing, and this would definitely screw up a customer. iExplore is a safe application. As soon as I see that and I'm a regular user, I just click allow, and then you're screwed. However, they will never read this part. However, the executable install could not be recognized. Some may read it, but I'd say the majority would say safe, allow. I don't know. So I'll block it. Nothing happens. I can go ahead and close all this junk. Cancel whatever. The last one is an exploit. And it's a pretty hardcore one. It really it pops up in this privacy message, which is not sort of typical. And since I kind of pre-tested it, I bet it's already blocked. Yeah, hang on a sec. Let's try this one. Nah, these exploits are all broken. Wow, talk about a bad night for links. Okay, I got number 10. It's a Trojan. It's called cry.exe.ru. You can always depend on the Russians for some Trojans here. Run. And Defense Plus pops up. Again, Easily blocked. So, Comodo can easily block anything. I mean, if you know how to read the alerts, you can block anything. Now, what I want to do is show you an easy way to shut Comodo up. Basically, I saw this on one of their, I think this is on their forum. It's a little video I watched by, I'm going to screw his name up. It's called, his name's 3exist. I don't know, I'm sure I messed it up. But anyway, you can go into settings, parental control, enable parental control, change your password. So I'll set my password. This is good for if you have some dopey clients or you have kids and you don't want them downloading anything from the internet. Anything malicious, especially. You can get some stuff installed, but it's not going to be malicious. So, okay. Now, whenever I go to download anything malicious, all my alerts are going to be hidden. They're basically going to be dismissed. So you'll never see an alert, but everything malicious will be stopped. So if I try to download this cry.exe again and hit run, and run again, and my little teenager who goes to MySpace and Facebook all the time just sees this message and goes, wow, I wonder what that means. Oh well. And that's it. So that's really, really nice way of just turning off all the alerts and just blocking stuff. So if you want to go ahead and create a custom profile for what if you want to install stuff on your computer. Well, you can go to Manage My Configurations, type in your password, and you can export. You can export one of these guys, like this Internet Security one. I can go ahead and activate that one, which kind of lowers my configuration, my security configuration, and it allows me to kind of install some stuff. So if I want to go ahead and run this cry thing, it allows me to install it, which is no good, of course. But it's actually probably already caught. Yeah, looks like it was already caught. But you can switch up your configurations in Comodo. What I'm trying to get at is you can make custom configurations, and you can have dozens of them. But the best way to go is to stick with the proactive configuration, proactive security. So all the other stuff here, this is stuff that I've kind of covered in the previous versions. I just kind of wanted to show that version 3.9 hasn't slipped at all. It's still a solid application. Offers a few more things, and that's really about it. So if you want to see a detailed explanation of using Defense Plus, you can look at some of my older reviews on it. It hasn't really changed that much. I no longer do removal reviews only because of when a PC gets infected now, the PC is usually locked down by the malware so bad that you almost have to use a rescue disk now. So I kind of wanted to get that out of the way. Come visit my site. It's remove-malware.com. The forums are remove-malware.com/forums. And then I'm on Twitter as well. It's twitter.com/remove-malware. So, anyway, Comodo Internet Security 3.9, awesome application, especially for an advanced user. And then you can also, like I said, turn off those alerts for your basic users if you don't want to hear them. If you don't want them making mistakes on which button to press or whatever, just go into miscellaneous settings, parental control, set a password, and suppress all these other alerts. So you can never really do Comodo enough justice. I mean, it's a huge, huge application. it is way too much to talk about. I probably spent a half hour talking about it, and the best way to get answers are right here, the Comodo forums. These guys are a dedicated community, and they really take care of their application. So anyway, I'm totally bushed, as you can probably tell by my voice, so I'm gonna head out. I'll talk to you guys later.